good day, casters and tamers. Normally I'd put this on the other channel, if you didn't know I had a secondary channel for Elestrals, but I think that might be coming to go, because, yeah, there's no point in running two channels of this, basically, for card games, and this channel's already in its own doom cycle, because I already have too much different channels going on, with different card games in the one channel, and goodness what else. But we do pick up our Elestral packs here. We do have the 10 set because I'm crazy, and essentially the idea is that if you buy 5 sets, you should pull yourself at least a full play set of all the new 40 cards. Also, nice new sleeve for it. I do like that. That's really nice. Now, I'm going to attempt to open one of these because... Nope, nope. They are super sealed. Although I'm pondering if maybe to start from the bottom these days. Yes, if you watched any of the other videos in the past, you'll generally know that this is like really well sealed. It's probably like the best sealed product ever. I used to say that Digimon probably had like the best seal on a product, but I probably wouldn't suggest that Celestials is maybe a bit too much sealing, because I can barely get this pack open, and I'm scared that I'm going to actually damage the pack. So, alright, let's see what we get. Do we get anything shiny? That's good. Right, we got ourselves a Curling. So this is a brand new Elestral for the ice set. They all are. So, Curling, Snow Wassel, Morph Beast. Oh, this is kind of the card that everyone's after. It's the Marble Gods. So the Marble Gods are essentially... So if you didn't know, the Gods come... Oh, that's green there. So you can see the green screen going through it. That's really cool. So the Gods themselves are... They either come in full art in the sets, or they come in marble like this that you can only get through Shooting Stars. So theoretically speaking, the marble ones are like the mid rarities, but because the only other place you can get them from is structure decks, it's actually nice to be able to get yourself some kind of rarity that isn't going to break the bank, and generally speaking, they will hold some value, especially going forwards. Now, I wasn't aware that you basically got a pack of the same cards over and over again. Hey, shiny Fluid Mine. So, yeah, that's different. I did not expect to see bulk in my expensive secondary market stuff, but nonetheless, that's what I get for either not paying attention or just doing the 6 months pre-order thing before we even knew it was in there. Hey ho, monkey ho. So, hey, gonna be lots of bulk this month. It means bulk every month, but there we go. So essentially, for those of you wondering, well, what else do you get these Shooting Star stuff? It's all because it's foil stuff that basically is either currently very good, or possibly has support coming out in the future that's going to be very good. And then just a few other sort of stapley things coming forwards. And then Blizzard, for instance, this is a new card, brand new. We don't get this until Frostfall, which comes out next month. Let's see if we can get green all in the background there. And that is essentially why people are doing this. You want a full version of a card that you can't get foil otherwise, so it's actually quite nice to upgrade some of these. People are generally waiting for like July, which I think is the 5 month. That has Gorgon's Gazing, which is going to be a very good option for this set. As you can tell, I'm not a massive fan of how Elestrals does what Elestrals does currently. I do hope that sort of in the next 18 months they do sort of change how they do things. Not in like a negative way. A lot of it is like teething stuff and like, ooh, Drops the Leaf. Although I feel like Drops the Leaf was already a foil card. Yeah, like nothing against like A-Drive. He's trying his best. Obviously, he's never done this before. Owning a business like this is totally different. He's changed manufacturers a couple, I think at least once, maybe twice, because he's just trying to get like the best product possible, which is perfectly fine. But I also have said a few times in the past that I do think that, ooh, he did essentially just need to like call it, like essentially do his like starter stuff, get it all out there in the world, and then basically say like, look, we need like another 6 months, year, 18 months basically to be where we want to be and get it all done. And like a lot of other companies that have a lot more money would have like just given up on the game, or essentially wouldn't have been worth their return. So yeah, green screen. And I do think like being technically using us as beta testers for one way or another is kind of awkward, in my opinion. I do feel like we've been very much used as trials, which I think is a illegal practice, but there we go. And Also, being in the UK has made it like a lot worse to like be part of the Elestrals thing. There was a part basically where you couldn't get market price products, so you couldn't go and buy something from their shop because they wouldn't send to the UK at the time because they didn't have a tax license or a tax trading license. I'm too sure which one it is. So it's like a VAT license. So there was a good few months where the UK just couldn't buy stuff from the shop. You had to buy it secondary, which basically meant that you were just getting like kicked around just to be able to play the game. I think they did try to stop doing as many um, card-based ones. They wanted to use the app more often again, but also you beta test the app while doing things. Hey, we got a playset of the. Okay, I'm happy. I'm very happy with that. There we go. That's one thing I'm happy about. So basically, when I do Elestral stuff like this, it's just me to rant about Elestrals. Not in a good way. I do think there's a lot of things that could be done. Hey, if not mine. Like like this isn't acceptable. You can't just give me two alternate arts of the same card. You can't just give me two alternate arts of the same card. Like what is this, man? You're paying like what's it like £6 a pack? Yeah, that's not good value. You're giving me extra bulk in my packs. Like how often do people complain about getting bulk in their $3 pack, their $4 packs, man? So yeah, I think this is the only set that well, I hope this is the only set that does this because it's essentially meant to be more like a hey, we're introducing you into the set. Obviously, we don't have any ice cards yet, so hopefully it's a case of like, look, we're just trying to like do something without like breaking the game too much. But yeah, just like you know, it ain't great. And then the other thing you're trying to do, he's trying to pull a shiny card. You're trying to pull a Stella, which is essentially a shiny Elestral. Sometimes you get them with products. Hey. So you get them as a like a bonus sometimes, or sometimes they had like the artist thing, which was you could just basically buy the shiny ones that you wanted, and that was pretty good. I think that was a really nice idea. But it was I think it was a Kickstarter premium thing. So like if you donated like $100 maybe, you could get a pack, and then when they went for everything else, you could get an extra ice card. Very good. But in this one, it is a shiny version of the morph creature, I believe. And that's the thing you have to. I don't know if it's any good in terms of like I don't know if it's actually going to make like a good ice deck. It might be worthwhile later down the road when we get some more support or um, just more things that enable the card to do things. But yeah, so this is the card that you basically want in foil. Let's see, A drop LA away. You can see my Digimon stuff in the background underneath it. But yeah, I don't know. I've got to the point now where I am definitely kind of like over Elestrals because I physically just can't do a game where like it's like, all right, we're gonna like soft release things, and then we're gonna not do anything for 6 months, and then we're gonna release something, but then everything's gonna be put on hold because we have to stop and start. We have to stop and start. It's like no, that's a terrible idea. Like if you weren't such a big famous creator and you hadn't got like other big creators into it, I don't think you'd be doing the card game anymore. To be fair, and like I'll stand by that. Like it might not be very nice. I'm not really having a go at the man. I just think it was a little bit too ambitious. The card game's starting to pick up now, but the only people you're seeing in tournaments is like the same like 32 people. It's you know, there's a reason why only like the same like 5 people keep winning. It's because they're really the only same 5 people that are currently playing. Maybe I'll change my tune if I pull a shiny card. Alright, I can sell it for a lot of money. Hey, get more of the statues. So you just give me all the statues. I'll take 30 statues and you know, I'll sell them for 20 quid each. So there you go. That's how I make money back. Some of these packs are like really, really hard and sharp. I don't know if there's a, but they changed. Hey, never mind. If there was a situation during like the sealing process where some of them have just got like really hot and they've just become like solid, and then some of them are just a little bit softer. See, because if I try and open it, I'll just ruin the cards. Oh, so let's talk about a real card game. Digimon. Digimon's really cool at the moment. Super looking forward to it. BT15 has been amazing. It's been so open. Although I think we are doing what we did before with like BT8 and BT9, which is essentially fall back onto like the best blue deck, which I do think may be an issue going forward. I don't think it really matters too much in the near future going into BT16. I think BT16 doesn't really care 100% about hey, about hold on. I've been going crazy. No, I haven't been going crazy. That's good. I was going crazy. Yeah, I don't think BT12, no, 12, BT16 matters too much in terms of like the issue with Mirage, because there's a couple more decks that come out that kind of just say, I don't really care, I'm just going to ignore you. Which is fine. Hey, Frosty. So I got 3 Frosties, I think I've got 3 Blizzards, I've got 5 of the statues, and I've got 6 of the statues. Just keep giving me statues, I don't mind giving me statues. That is probably the only thing I am quite happy with, to be fair, is just piling up on the statues. Although there was a lot of issues with the first lot of these. I think Thunder was first. Well, if it's nodding, she also thinks it was first. They had a massive clumping issue where basically if you opened 2 packs, you always knew what the 3rd pack was. So a lot of people just didn't get different hits. So kind of like, to be fair, I'm not saying this is clumping, but I'm getting a lot of the same hits. I'm wondering, I haven't really been paying attention, to be fair, because I've been kind of rambling about my disdain for Elestrals. I think we'll get to a point where Elestrals comes back in my good races, but at the moment it's just... look at it, I think it's just because it's had a lot of teething issues, it's just dragged its like feet kind of thing, and it's like... I already went through Digimon having that sort of stage where product wasn't available, or it had to get delayed because there were shipping issues, or it was... we couldn't do like a format because like half the region didn't have access to the cards because of whatever reason it was, either like shipping issues or random delays or a TO situation. And so, doing that again through here, but being more like centralized, it's I don't know. Maybe I look forward to seeing what's going on. I look forward to seeing what happens with like what they can do for their worlds, because it's always interesting when you want to go, wow, look, that's disappeared. They go, woo. It's always nice to see when they do like a world situation, because it's always nice to see how good it is. And can it be worse than Konami's? Who wants to be playing Elestrals in the corridors, right? On the floor, no sleeves, no mats. Got to do it like 1994. Ooh, and Frost. Alright, I'm going to say this now, that I don't think I'm going to pull the shiny card. But, I think I have something like a 0.01% chance of pulling the shiny card, so it's not exactly guaranteed. 7 of these statues now. Very good. Let's go for it. I say the other issue was as well, like some people got their stuff sent out on the first Monday of April, and then people like myself didn't get our stuff sent out till like last week, and so it's like, why is there a discrepancy in things getting sent out? Why is it so awkward for you guys to just send stuff out? That's something that feels really weird. And in that sense, hey Frosty, it was really weird that we already saw like 30. It felt like 30 or so were pulled already of the shiny cards. Maybe it was only 15 or 20. But it did feel like a lot were pulled. I think someone pulled like multiple from their like batch of like, I think they had like a 30 pack. Hey, Fluffy. I think one more pack to go. So it's always very discouraging when you can see basically that half your pools are already gone and you still haven't had your stuff sent out yet. So that did feel a little bit sort of weird. I do think the biggest issue that they currently have with the card game is the fact that they don't just send things out and go like, hey, Europe, you need to get your stuff probably a little bit earlier so that way we can all open our things at the same time. It does pretty much feel like they send out um, the American stuff first and then they think about sending out the European stuff afterwards. And it's probably not. It probably just seems that way because obviously it happened this time, or it seems like it happened this time, because the European people who did buy this stuff also had their stuff sent out the day that I had mine sent out. So it did seem very much like, you know, a regional situation. Which, again, it might not be. It might just feel that way. But when there's smoke, there's normally fire. So, yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. Because we've saw before where... Well, World's format should be the fourth set, which is the Darkness set. And I've said, hey, if we don't know when things are getting sent out, especially with the fact that you don't send the European stuff out earlier, because it obviously needs to travel like an extra week and a half, it'd be really cool if you could send that as out earlier, so that obviously we get our stuff at the same time. And I feel like that was ignored, because, you can't give anyone special treatment, right? But at the same time, if you want someone to be actually competitive, you want to be a competitive card game, you can't then treat a region like secondary. It's like, yeah, great. Don't do it. You ain't going to do very well. And your card game won't last 2 years. And that's the thing. The 2 year curse is a real thing. You need to make this last for like 8 sets. The fact that you're already doing a game where you're only doing 3 sets a year, and then maybe possibly like a side thing in the future, it's cool and all, but you really do need to think about like what that really means. Especially if you are doing the secret layers that these are meant to be, but obviously you get a good bundle of it's like you gave me bulk. You sold me bulk. You sold me 2 different alt arts of the same card. That's bulk now. 2 cards are the same. That's bulk. 2 cards the same. That's bulk. The only thing that was a one-off in here is this. You could have basically just sent me the 4 of these that they are, and then maybe one of the Swattles or one of the Crowlings, but like, no, you've sent me bulk, man. Like, that ain't cool. That ain't fun. I understand that the whole idea of this is that you basically just buy the free pack, and obviously that way you got like enough of everything. But at the same time, I can't put both of these in my deck. I can only have 3 of them, so I can only go 1, 2, 3. So I can have the base art, the new art, and this art. Like, do better, man. Like, the amount of people on your Discord that are basically saying, like, look, man, I'd love to be able to support you more, but I'm struggling. And then this is what you give people. Like, this is beautiful. This is fantastic. Great job. Awesome. This is shit. This is absolute garbage. Just be fucking disappointing yourself. Not the artist, though. The artist did a fantastic job. But, like, respectfully, I can't tell anyone to go out and, hey, buy the secret layer version of this. Go buy a Shattered Stars. It's great value. Because you have to pull specific things to make it great value. And then if you're getting only 3 new cards per pack of 7, that's terrible value. Because you got to support me to support you. Because if I feel like I'm not getting my money's worth, or you're taking advantage of me, why would I continue to keep subscribing? Now, unfortunately for myself, I decided to do the 6-month one because the first one looked really good, the second one looked really good, and I was really interested in getting the third one because it's like, oh, cool, we get some ice cards a little bit early. Not necessarily early that we can play with them early, but early so that way we can have a look at them, maybe get some things going, and maybe consider what's going on for a meta strategy down the line. Now, that being said, 9. trying to think, I haven't taken all the shinies out. I'm pretty sure the shinies. That'd tell me. That'd be too simple. So there we go. So a big pile of bulk. You don't really get that from a secret lair. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect ratio. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Also, they're all starting to curl. What's this? Fucking Magic the Gathering? Already starting to curl. Been out the pack, what? 20 minutes is my recording right now. Magic the Gathering cards don't pringle that quick. Jesus Christ. It's thick cardboard, great, but like it's just pringling. It's just damaged. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. More than I need. Actual value there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slightly less than what you get from basically a 10 pack. But it's Blizzard. We don't know how good it's going to be just yet. You only really need 3 of them as a playset. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So obviously that covers the differences between the statue and the furries. My resounding results here is shiny cards, great, good idea. The statue being in here obviously makes it actually where the value is. Because if we do say, hey, look, for instance, this is a £20 card, it always will be, then that means that I have pulled £160, which is essentially everything I spent today, and then maybe £30 profit on top, which is great, good. This, on the other hand, is dog water. Probably not even worth the paper it's printed on. That's concerningly worrying for the environment. But again, the other stuff has been you pull 6 alternate arts and then an alternate art shiny card, or just a full version of a shiny card, and that's been good. So, again, shinies, we like those. Bulk that you put very little effort in or thought into, not so good. Peace out. Goodbye. Do better.